Hello, happy Wednesday. Lorenda Carr here for Daily Vibe Check. It is Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021. So we've had a couple really good readings the last couple of days. Anxious to hear from you guys how it all affects everybody or how it applies. Knowing that just because I give a situation doesn't mean it's exactly how it's going to play out. So remember when I tell you what the cards mean, it's just kind of give an overall vibration, an overall feeling that, sometimes a specific example I might give doesn't mean it's going to apply to you exactly that way. It could be completely different, but still have the same undertones. That makes sense. Okay, so let's see. What does Spirit want us to know today for our greatest and highest good? Okay, so the Six of Wands reversed. So the Six of Wands, when it's upright, is feeling victorious and feeling like it's a win. Yeah, going in, it's a win. By the way, I love these. These are so artistic and pretty. I know they don't translate well on screen, but in person, they're gorgeous. So this is a card of feeling like maybe you're not winning at something. I mean, it is Wednesday, so we're only halfway through the week. Let's see what else comes with it to tell us what's happening. Okay, Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is the mourning card. It's losing something and being sad about it. Fives are conflict, and it can be the loss of a relationship. It could be an actual death. It can be usually the cups are not necessarily a loss of a job, but it can be. I mean, if you have an emotional type job, if you have a job that you're really, really connected to and are driven by, this could be it. So something that where you have lost something and you're sad about the things that you've lost, but then you forget that behind you. So if you look at this picture, you see that in the front there's a cup that's spilled, right? And in the back, and she's holding one of them, but then behind her there are cups as well. And it's easy to forget about the things that we have behind us and that hold us up and sustain us when we have things in the front that are in front of us that are sad, spilled, and we're sad about it. Okay, so this might be that you have lost something and you are feeling defeated today. Okay, or maybe whether this has been something that's been going on for a while or something that is that happens today, or maybe it's just something that's happened in the past that kind of resurfaces and gets to you. So let's see what we're going to, let's see the Soul's Journey card. Let's see what the Soul's Journey cards have to say to kind of tie this together and get a bigger picture of the vibration. Because I don't want it to be a sad day necessarily, but we do want to make sure that when we feel like we're losing something, that we still have plenty of support, even though, or maybe it's divine timing. And maybe while you feel like you're losing something, sometimes you have to lose something to gain something new. Okay, or make room for something new. So let's see what, oh, interesting. This was yesterday's card. Friendship. So yesterday you were challenged to reach out to someone, or maybe someone was going to be reaching out to you in the spirit of friendship. So maybe you did reach out to someone and they haven't responded, or maybe you didn't get the response that you wanted, and you're like, hey, that kind of, it's a bummer. I was really hoping to hear something from them, and maybe that didn't pan out. So look, we're not just going to stop there. You saw me shuffle those cards too. That's frustrating. I hate when that happens. Like, it's like the only card. Okay, the only card in the deck is going to just keep showing up. It happens. When Spirit really wants to drive a point home, that's what they do. It's like, oh, you're not listening? Great. Shuffle the cards, and we're going to give you the same exact card. All right, so let's see what comes up here. Family. Okay, so maybe there was a falling out. Maybe yesterday you reached out with that spirit, and I feel like maybe this is saying hey, this is in reference to yesterday. So maybe yesterday you reached out, or you were hoping to hear from someone, or maybe you just haven't. And maybe instead of like counting on some things, you need to look and see that you do have family. So maybe while you feel like your friends aren't there for you, it's important to remember that you do have family. And maybe that's reversed. Yeah, maybe you're losing, maybe you're losing family member, or there's been a disconnect, and maybe you have to turn to your friends. It was a good idea to turn to your friends because they can actually be your family. And I find this interesting. These are completely different decks. My friends Angie and Dana came up with this deck, and this I've had for a long time. This is a James Van Praagh Soul's Journey deck. Totally unrelated, but look how they had the same colors, the pinks and the purples, and they match my nails too. It's even better. So lots going on with these. So maybe you didn't get that response, or maybe you were hoping to hear something, or maybe you realize, wow, maybe that friend isn't what I thought they were. This family member isn't what I thought they were. So who do you turn to? You remember, you take the minute to go, while I may have lost 2 friends here, the reality is I've got 3 family members back here, or 2 family members, 3 friends. So I think this is just a good time to kind of reevaluate and say, how did yesterday affect me? How am I going to deal with this tomorrow? So now I'm anxious to see how tomorrow turns out. Because I'm very fascinated by this, and I certainly hope that this doesn't predict anything bad or negative, because I think that sometimes Spirit shows us these things so we can be prepared. And if you're seeing this before it happens, then they're giving you a heads up. And if you don't see it until a week after it happens, it's just a validation from Spirit, and that they're just trying to drive home a point to you, and for validation. So if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, please do. Feel free to leave your comments. You can't really leave comments unless you subscribe. You can't subscribe until you have an account, which all that means is give us your email. Or if you've got a Gmail account, all you have to do is sign into your Gmail account, and then sign into your YouTube, sign into YouTube, and it connects them automatically. It's really that simple. It's not that deep. Okay. You don't have to give blood sample. You don't have to, pee in a cup or anything. It's super simple. Okay. So that's it. I hope that these friendships or family members, like whatever this is, that of the relationships that are suffering or have lost, or that you're mourning the loss of, just know that you've got either your friendship or your family behind you. When you're feeling sad, you're feeling defeated, turn to the people that really do care about you and have your best interest at heart. So have a wonderful day. And I hope that all resonates with you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.